Good morning and welcome to Winnipeg. Sunny Winnipeg at the moment. I've actually been up for about 3 hours already. When I first got up, I looked out the bedroom window, which looks towards the sunrise. And I thought, well, we're not going to be able to see the sunrise today. But as it turns out, we did get to see something. Not spectacular, but something. Okay. Now, remember yesterday I was getting myself all in a flap about the fact that this box here the arrow didn't have the box going to the right place on the side of the bulkhead. Well, all I had to do is look at the next diagram, and it would clearly show where it goes. I mean, it's makes a lot more sense now. Another viewer said maybe in the painting and marking guide you can see it, and yes, you can. Here it is right here. And in other words, it sort of goes dead center on this last rib here. So that's not going to be a problem. We can eyeball that and get it pretty much right. Okay, so that problem solved. I do believe we're going to be done step 38 today. Now, I think it was a couple of days ago I flipped ahead and I was looking at step 39. I think we're going to be busy in 39. Can't remember what it is, but yeah. Oh, and this piece that we fastened the red wheel to, I don't think we. Oh yeah, we do put it down here in 38. It shows that it's okay. I should really be. Oh yeah, there is a little. I was going to say there's no place to put it, but there is. There's a little. I'll move you in when we actually do it. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard. Let's just sort of see if we can get some of these pieces done here today. There isn't very much left to go. Let's put our little box in place. Yeah, we'll recompose. Okay. Now, I think I'll try and hold it at an angle like this, and that way we can let gravity be our friend here. And I was thinking maybe the helping hands, but let's do something a little bit more simple here. Okay, I think that maybe that's just a little bit too heavy. Maybe the helping hand's a little bit better. Just want to hold it down at the right angle here, so it's not going to want to slide around. Actually, if it does do any sliding, I would want it to slide towards this pipe affair. The main thing is that we get it centered on this rib, like so, and it should balance right on there. Now, I think maybe what I'll do is make sure I've got it square, and let me check the monitor here. Maybe I should be sticking the macro lens on. It'll just move right in and put a little bit of glue right there. Get this done. Okay, I've swung this around 90 degrees so that I can look in and see it square this way. And okay, we can see where the contact points are going to be. And I suppose what I could do is okay, we know it's going to contact right there, and we know it's going to contact right there, and right there, just above that pipe work. Oh, it's running down, isn't it? Well, I don't think it's a huge problem. I'm just trying to soften the plastic where I know it's going to make contact, so that when I put it down, it's going to want to sort of stick there. Now, this one doesn't seem to be. That looks a little better. Okay, now let's try and turn it over without actually touching the glued area. Now, no, I am looking straight down on it, pretty much, so I can tell if it's square this way and square this way, and I think it looks pretty good here. Yeah, I just trying to squish it down because I know we're putting a painted surface onto a painted surface, so I suppose maybe what I could do is just put a little bit of glue right in there and just let it sort of work its way down. That will evaporate, and it will help meld the plastic. It should be fairly strong because something like this could be quite easily broken off. Okay, that is it for the overhead bulkhead, at least as far as step 38 goes. Now we're going to be putting this, finishing this off, and it looks like there's only a fire extinguisher, which we're going to have to just sort of eyeball it because there's no marking anywhere here that I can see. Maybe with the macro lens we might see something. Okay, this thing that we made goes here. You can see that there are markings for it. Piece goes here. This pipe, this is going to be easily broken off. It actually goes, we follow it down, you can see that there's a little hole right there. That is going to be so easily broken off. When we're trying to fit this part in with the onto the bulkhead, I'm wondering if maybe would it be a good idea maybe to put this on after it's assembled. I'm just sort of thinking out loud here. I am not seeing any markings on the corner here where this is supposed to go. Okay, according to the painting and marking guy, or the manual rather, it's supposed to have the handle like this. I don't think it would really matter. Well, it might. Okay, now I want to have it well enough in case there's going to be something going up right here. The handle's not going to catch, and we know that the bulkhead is going to, this tongue is going to plug into the bulkhead somewhere. So I would think right about there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of extra thin there, and That was close. All right, let's just let that dry. I think it's straight. Okay, you're probably all looking at the mistake I made. And that is that I tried to reinforce it a little bit with some more extra thin, and the red paint ran. Story of my life. I don't know if I can do anything about that now or not. Unless maybe just for the fun of it, I could give it a try, see if I could cover up where that red has flowed off onto the platform. Okay. Maybe I'll just leave it on the rotator here and try and do it. Yeah, then you can watch me really mess it up. Okay, this is my smallest brush. I want to just sort of push the paint up to the bottom of the fire extinguisher. No, I know that I'm not painting in the best angle for you, but I'm trying to do it the best. Oh, and I bumped the other end of it. Sorry about that. Okay. I think I better get a little bit more paint on my brush. Okay, how does that look? Okay, I think once that dries, we're never going to know that I screwed up. Okay. This is going to be the first time I'm trying this. So undoubtedly these little legs are going to need some tweaking to get them to fit in these holes in the right place, all at the same time. They're pretty close though, aren't they? Hey boy, are they ever close. I'm actually quite surprised. Okay, I saw Missy the dog heading off down the street. So undoubtedly she's going to probably be by very shortly. I don't know what the best way is to do this. Maybe to put a weight on the top here so that it doesn't, no, not a heavy weight, but maybe, okay, this one here is 20 grams, just to hold it down so that it doesn't want to flip around. Okay, then if I was to shove the legs into the holes, oops. Okay, I got these two legs on this side, but the two legs on the other side are not in place. Might have to just take this off here and just bend them in just a little bit here. Okay, I don't know if I got it. I don't know if I actually bent them or if I bent them and they sprung back. Well, it's somewhat closer. Okay, I think you can probably see what I'm trying to do here. So I'm just going to turn the camera off here and work at it till I get it. And then we'll probably use CA glue because extra thin won't work in a case like this. Speaking of CA glue and paint, our order from Sunward Hobbies in Toronto will probably be here on Friday. In other words, the day after tomorrow. I saw you coming. I saw you coming. Okay, here we go. Now, chew it.
Cool breeze out of the northwest. Oh.
Yeah, it is kind of cool out here.
I put the chair out. I assumed it was coming down.
Yes.
There was an assumption.
Well, you assumed good.
You might have been too busy.
You assumed good. Okay. Okay, let's get myself down here. Oh, wait, Missy. Oh, wait.
Can you make the jump straight across, miss? Come on.
Come on.
Go see Uncle Ron. Uncle Ron.
Come on.
The valley was too deep.
Oh my goodness.
Such a good puppy.
Yes, you are. You're a good puppy. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, I've pretty much got this here now. Trying to get all of them in at the same time. And I think they're basically in the right place. If it was a tripod affair, it'd be a little easier, but it's anyway. All right. Let's take our CA now, and we're going to put a little droplet in the back there. Here it comes. All right, got that one. Got that one. Now I realize I'm going to have to repaint with the 66. Come on. I think I got it. Now this one here, I have to sort of take it out of your field of view a little bit here. I'll bring it back afterwards. Okay, we got a bubble going on there. I want to actually have something built up. Kind of like like a little weld. Well, I think we basically got it here. It's not as good on this, on the, well, I think it'll be okay once it dries or cures. And if I don't bump it. It's not going to fall off anyway. Okay, I got a little bit of curing agent on Gabe's swab. We'll just let it sort of wick its way across. Or down maybe. Ooh. Now this will evaporate. I know there is a lot there, but that my experience is that this curing agent actually does evaporate, and you don't see it. Okay, that's all it'll take. That'll sort of kick it off. Okay, we'll look at that in about an hour or so. Maybe less. Alright, what else we got to do here? Now, this piece is not keyed, so there are many different ways it can go on. But I believe it's supposed to go so that this opening is facing towards the way it is right now. All right. Should I maybe move in so that you can see me make a mess of it? I'll put the extra thin on the inside and just hope that it's gonna wick its way around to the outside. I'm pretty sure it will, and it will evaporate because there is that opening. It's not like we're making a closed. Okay, now is that wicking or not? No. Okay, I'm just off camera here. I'm putting some on the inside of that thing, which is probably what I should have done in the first place. Okay, here we go again. Okay, now it's melding. Now it's melding. Now, does that look like it's... Yeah, that looks like it's pretty well square. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn on the extra light here. I don't know if that's making it better or worse. Oh well. It is what it is. Okay, does it look like our CA glue has cured now? Yeah, that's hard. Okay, I think it's probably going to be safe to take the weight off the top here. Okay, I'm going to just sort of touch these up a little bit now. Just kind of get rid of the glint. And I think once this dries flat, it's going to look okay. I'm going to have to do this off camera, I'm afraid. I can't quite get all the angles right for myself here. There we go. I forgot to turn that on again. That does make a difference. Now, if I can just get in the back there a little bit. Okay, I'm going to have to do this last one off camera. But you get the idea. We only have 2 more pieces to go in step 38. Okay, we've got this piece to go. And we decided we were going to wait until after we get this part attached to the bulkhead, but it actually plugs in right there. It probably almost wants to stay there by itself. Look at that. But it would be too easily broken out. At least, I don't want to take the chance. Now the other piece, which is this one here, it's got to go right here, like this. And it's got to fit on top of that positioning peg, if you want to call it. It's actually fitting quite good. It should be fairly easy to glue down. So just let me recompose a little bit here, and we'll glue it down. This kind of wicks its way around like panel line accent color, doesn't it? Okay, I believe it's down now. Yeah, it's not 100% contact, but there's going to be enough of it that it's not going to fall out of there. I'm guessing about an hour ago I saw something moving on the floor. So I grabbed my insect aspirator here that I made up a few years ago, and I sucked it in. Some kind of a little beetle. I don't know if it's a harmful beetle or a harmless beetle. Anyway, I want to get my microscope out later and have a look at it. Now, we do have one piece left here that we were asked to make up, I think, a step or two back. I couldn't see anywhere here where this is supposed to go down in step 38, so it must be in 39, 40, who knows. It's the same with this piece here. It doesn't call for us to do anything with it until we put the bulkheads in, because this end here plugs into the bulkhead somewhere. And anyway, but I think that we are basically done with step 38. So we did complete 38 today. At least as much as I can. But yesterday, I left my editing way too long. And some of you may have noticed that yesterday's episode didn't post until maybe half an hour afterwards. And in all likelihood, when it first came out, it wasn't in 4K. But anyway, it doesn't matter. What had happened was I was doing the sunrise, and the file that I got out of the PVR for the surveillance system, it had what is known as a bad segment. Now this little segment was only, as best I remember when I removed it, it was only 3 frames long. One frame is a 60th of a second, so it was what, a 15th of a second altogether, not even. And but that threw the whole thing out, and it didn't render, so I had to do it again. And it took me a while to find out what was wrong. At first I thought I was going to have to scrap yesterday's sunrise, because I was kind of getting desperate. It was getting late. Anyway, I don't want to do that again today. I want to, well, you've already seen today's sunrise, if I remember to put it in, that is. I have done no editing again. It's getting to be a real bad habit. I've got to get back into the way I used to do it, whereas I'd shoot a scene or two, and then I'd run to the back room and I'd add it, and the video would keep getting longer and longer and longer and longer. That's the way I did it. And lately I haven't been doing that. I've been having so much fun doing this that I don't want to stop. Okay, we're gonna stop. We have finished step 38. Yeah, it's only 11:36, but I've still got a lot of editing to do, and I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. If I didn't like to do it, I wouldn't do it. Okay, I think we're basically done here. We got Missy the dog. We got the sunrise. We got some parts glued down. I think we've had basically a good day. So thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.